Oh, hold on to your popcorn, folks, because what just dropped online is hotter than a barbecue in July. Boosie and T.I.'s. The very same kings of Southern rap have officially lost it over a new King Harris video that just leaked. And trust me, it's chaos on a level that makes reality TV look like a knitting club. I mean, if you thought celebrity meltdowns were fun to watch before, buckle up because this one's a nuclear meltdown with fireworks, confetti, and a side of pure embarrassment. The moment this clip hit the internet, it was like someone detonated a scandal bomb in the middle of Twitter, Instagram, and every group chat you've ever ignored. Boosie's reactions: absolute fire. T.I. sweating bullets and throwing verbal daggers like a chef tossing knives in a Gordon Ramsay kitchen. And King Harris, well, let's just say he's the kid who just pressed the start button on a drama machine that nobody saw coming. This is the kind of leak that makes the Kardashians look like Sunday school teachers. And yes, you're about to witness the type of chaos that will have memes, hot takes, and celebrity tweets flying faster than Elon Musk's rockets. Stick around, because the truth behind this video is wilder than a roller coaster ride through a hurricane. The story starts quietly, or at least it tried to. King Harris, the kid who somehow managed to turn every tiny move into headline gold, dropped what might be the most controversial video of the year. And before anyone could even say, wait, what? A copy got leaked online. Not by accident. No, this was precision-level chaos, perfectly timed internet. Nuke designed to make every celebrity with a pulse panic, BOOSIE, caught wind of it faster than a rumor in a high school hallway. And when he saw it, let's just say the reaction was nuclear. Texts were flying, tweets were exploding, and fans were watching like it was WrestleMania meets a soap opera crossover. Boosie's keyboard didn't stand a chance. T.I., on the other hand, the calm, calculating king of the South. He might have looked composed on the surface, but inside, absolute carnage. This wasn't just a reaction. It was a masterclass in controlled chaos. And King Harris, well, the kid probably sat back with a smug grin, knowing he just set off a digital firestorm bigger than anything TikTok has ever seen. This video wasn't a casual vlog or some harmless stunt. No, this was a nuclear-grade scandal. Every frame, every second. Every eyebrow raised in that clip had social media losing its collective mind. The leak itself spread like wildfire. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, if it had a screen, it had King Harris' face plastered all over it. Screenshots circulated faster than hotcakes at a breakfast buffet. Clips were edited, memed, shared, and dissected by thousands of experts who probably thought they were detectives on a Netflix true crime series. You could not escape it. Even your cousin's dog walker probably knew the details by noon. Boosie didn't hold back. His reactions were savage, unfiltered, and meme-worthy. He called out influencers, subtweeted shady accounts, and basically reminded the internet why you never want to mess with him online. T.I., let's just say his approach was different, sharper, calculated. He dropped subtweets that hit harder than a heavyweight boxing glove and made every follower feel the sting without even mentioning names. It was artistry, digital, destructive, and unmissable. Fans lost it. Every minor movement in that video became a point of analysis. Eyebrow raises, peak drama, hand gestures, Shakespearean-level storytelling. Even the way someone's shirt folded got dissected like it was a critical plot clue in a thriller. People were zooming in, slowing down frames, and creating compilations like forensic analysts on a mission. It was obsessive, it was hilarious, and it was absolutely chaotic. And the memes. One viral edit showed Boosie and T.I. as giant animated characters blowing up a city labeled King Harris. Leaks. Another had T.I. as a calm monk, slowly losing his mind while Boosie smashed everything in sight. Every meme, every GIF, every clever caption added fuel to the fire. Social media wasn't just talking. It was having a full-blown meltdown. And everyone was invited. The timing couldn't have been worse or better, depending on your angle. Everyone was online, scrolling, bored, and suddenly this leak landed like a meteor strike. And it didn't stay small. Forums lit up, Reddit threads spiraled into chaos, and hashtags like #KingHarrisLeak started trending worldwide. Casual fans became amateur detectives overnight, trying to spot details nobody asked to see but couldn't stop analyzing anyway. This was more than a leak, was a spectacle. Every reaction, every opinion, every viral clip added layers of tension. Boosie's fiery posts made fans cheer. T.I.'s subtle digs made them gasp. The combination. Pure digital theater. You had one side screaming, one side calculating, and King Harris sitting back, smiling at the chaos he'd created, and then came the inevitable escalation. Fans started debating loyalty, authenticity, and who was really winning this viral showdown. Every comment section turned into a battlefield. Influencers jumped in, adding their own commentary. And suddenly the internet felt like it was teetering on the edge of a full-blown reality TV meltdown. The energy, electric. The drama, explosive. The stakes, higher than a billionaire's ego. Even the smallest details were analyzed like nuclear secrets. Hand movements, facial expressions, background objects solved clues in a mystery nobody realized they were obsessed with. It wasn't just a video. It was a cultural earthquake, shaking Twitter timelines, TikTok feeds, and Instagram stories simultaneously. People were reacting faster than a caffeine-fueled editor at a 24-hour news channel. By the end of the first 24 hours, the internet was officially over capacity with King Harris content. Boosie's rage had gone global. T.I.'s calm fury had everyone on edge. Memes had become art. And King Harris, he had officially cemented his place as the puppet master of chaos. Social media wasn't ready. Celebrities weren't ready. And frankly, neither were you. This was a scandal that exploded faster than a Hollywood breakup announcement and hit harder than a plot twist in a thriller you didn't see coming. And just when you thought the first reactions were wild, remember, this was only the beginning. Because the internet doesn't stop. Memes don't stop. Reactions don't stop. And King Harris, well, he's just getting started. Just when you thought things couldn't possibly get any crazier. The internet hit the turbo button. The King Harris video leak had evolved from a scandal into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. And Boosie and T.I. were right at the eye of the storm. Social media wasn't just talking, they were erupting like Mount Vesuvius on Red Bull. Boosie's reactions went nuclear. Every tweet, every comment, every story was like a flare shot into the night sky, screaming, "Yes, I saw it, and I'm not okay." He wasn't just responding, he was performing, delivering hot takes that would make a 5-alarm fire look like a candlelit dinner. T.I., meanwhile, brought the subtle surgical precision of a chess grandmaster. His subtweets sliced through the chaos like a diamond-coated scalpel, leaving fans reading lines twice just to make sure they caught every shade of savage. Then came the memes, because the internet is never satisfied with just news. Oh no, it needed humor, exaggeration, and over-the-top visual chaos. One trending meme had Boosie as Godzilla stomping through a city labeled King Harris Leak, while T.I. floated above in a designer tornado of fury. Another had King Harris riding a rocket labeled Viral Chaos 2025, launching directly at Boosie and T.I., captioned, "When you thought you were prepared for the drama, but forgot your fire extinguisher." People weren't just making memes, they were weaponizing them. And the celebrity reactions. Oh, it was a buffet of chaos. Influencers, rappers, comedians, even some pop stars. Everyone had an opinion, and they were not holding back. Some sided with Boosie, praising his honesty and ferocity. Others admired T.I.'s calm yet lethal verbal jabs, calling him the silent predator of subtweets. And a few straight up roasted both of them, proving the internet doesn't care about your status, it's viral. It's fair game. Meanwhile, fans went absolutely ballistic. Threads on Reddit dissected the video frame by frame like it was the finale of a psychological thriller. Eyebrow raises, analyzed. Hand gestures, decoded. Background details, conspiracies were born. People even theorized that hidden messages were tucked in the video for some future King Harris plot. It was wild. If this were a detective show, every viewer had suddenly become an unpaid sleuth, scrutinizing every pixel like their sanity depended on it. Public outrage was a spectacle of its own. People debated fiercely about whether this was a stunt, a genuine scandal, or some masterclass in viral marketing. Twitter exploded with arguments that made presidential debates look like kindergarten story time. You had sides forming, subsides forming within sides, and everyone typing in all caps like their keyboards were on fire. The outrage wasn't calm, polite, or logical, it was pure. Unadulterated chaos. Pop culture comparisons were flying faster than a space shuttle on a caffeine binge. Fans said, "This makes the Kardashians look like librarians. Move over, Marvel." King Harris just dropped the blockbuster no one knew they needed. And if drama were a sport, this is the Super Bowl with fireworks, confetti, and a marching band on a hoverboard. Honestly, they weren't wrong. Every reaction, meme, and viral clip was adding layers of chaos that could not be ignored. No matter how hard you tried, be ignored. No matter how hard you tried. And just when you thought the plot couldn't twist any further, rumors began to swirl. Other videos? Potential collabs canceled. Secret messages from King Harris' inner circle. Every day brought a new twist. Boosie and T.I weren't just reacting, they were indirectly fueling speculation, dropping hints and verbal bombs that kept fans on edge. Social media became a war zone of anticipation, memes, and savage hot takes. The energy was insane, and it wasn't slowing down anytime soon. The sheer absurdity was next level. One viral TikTok showed Boosie juggling flaming chainsaws while T.I navigated a hurricane of dollar bills and tweet alerts, all in cartoon form. Of course, captioned, "When King Harris drops chaos and you didn't bring a helmet." People were laughing, crying, and questioning reality all at the same time. And yes, it was addictive. Once the video leaked, there was no going back. You couldn't scroll, you couldn't ignore it, and you certainly couldn't unsee it. Meanwhile, fan theories reached cinematic proportions. Was King Harris a mastermind plotting months ahead? Was this leak intentional to test Boosie and T.I? Were we witnessing the beginning of a viral empire being built on chaos and chaos alone? Every theory became bigger, louder, and more insane than the last. If this were a Netflix thriller, people would be binging like addicts. Only this time it was real life, and the stars were losing their minds in real time. At this point, casual observers were now hardcore fans, glued to every tweet, comment, and reaction like it was oxygen. Family group chats were dominated by debates. Coworkers whispered about the drama by the water cooler. And every social media feed looked like a scene from a hurricane movie, messy, chaotic, and impossible to look away from. Boosie and T.I weren't just trending. They were cultural earthquakes. And King Harris, he was the epicenter, laughing from the center of the storm. The escalation didn't stop there. News outlets picked it up, headlines screamed, and interviews began to speculate on the next move from all parties. Analysts tried to break down reactions while fans continued to create memes, mashups, and reaction compilations at a speed that defied logic. The combination of celebrity fury, internet chaos, and viral obsession created a perfect storm of social media. Hurricane that showed no signs of slowing down. And in the middle of it all, one thing became crystal clear. This wasn't just a scandal. It was a cultural reset. Every post, every meme, every reaction was rewriting the rules of what it means to go viral in 2025. Boosie's meltdown, T.I.'s calculated fury, and King Harris's sly puppet master smile made headlines, memes, and reaction videos that will be studied for years. This was history being made, and the internet was front row, popcorn in hand. But just as the storm seemed to reach its peak, the world realized something terrifying. This was only the beginning. The first reactions were just the appetizer. The main course, the grand finale, The fireworks display that would make everything before it looked tame was still coming. And when it hits, you're going to want to be front and center, because this saga, it's about to rewrite the definition of viral chaos. By now, the dust from the King Harris video storm had begun to settle, but don't be fooled. The aftermath was nothing short of nuclear. Boosie and T.I had officially cemented themselves as the stars of a scandal so massive it makes Hollywood breakups look like polite tea parties. The internet had eaten, digested, and regurgitated every reaction and the fallout. Deliciously chaotic, Boosie's public image took a wild ride. Fans hailed him as the unfiltered king of honesty, while critics laughed, rolled their eyes, and whispered, "Here comes the meltdown of the century." But here's the thing, he didn't care. He rode the wave of attention like a professional surfer navigating a tsunami of tweets, memes, and screenshots. Every reaction, every comment, every fiery post only added to his cultural clout. The internet couldn't look away, and neither could the media. T.I emerged in a completely different light, calm, composed, and lethal with every subtle dig. He reminded the world why he's considered one of the sharpest minds in the game. A single subtweet could cut deeper than a sword, and the public was eating it up like popcorn. Analysts, fans, and journalists dissected every line, every shade of sarcasm, and every pause. T.I.'s reaction wasn't a meltdown, it was a masterclass in strategic fury. And it worked. King Harris, the unlikely puppet master, walked away relatively unscathed. In fact, his reputation skyrocketed. The kid didn't just leak a video. He orchestrated a cultural event that dominated social media for weeks. Suddenly, he wasn't just a young internet sensation, he was a force. A mastermind who could manipulate reactions, set trends, and basically hold the internet hostage with just a few clips. It was the kind of power that makes adults clutch their pearls and teenagers scream into their phones simultaneously. The celebrity world reacted with equal parts fear and fascination. Collaborations that were in the works suddenly paused as artists and brands reconsidered their strategies. Fans speculated endlessly who would side with Boosie, who would quietly support T.I, and what would King Harris drop next. The speculation created its own ecosystem, spinning faster than a hype train on rocket fuel. Brands and sponsors took notice too. Some jumped back, nervous about associating with potential controversy. Others leaned in, seeing opportunity in chaos. Because let's be real, scandal sells. And in 2025, if you're not trending, you're invisible. The King Harris leak became the blueprint for modern virality, a case study in how one small clip can explode into a global media event. Meanwhile, the fans, obsessed memes, remixes, reaction videos, and conspiracy theories proliferated like wildfire. Every minor detail in the original video was dissected and debated endlessly. Hand gestures, facial expressions, even background objects became fodder for speculation. It wasn't just a leak, it was a cultural phenomenon that demanded attention, demanded participation, and demanded absolute chaos. Social media platforms became battlegrounds. Comment sections were fiery arenas where arguments raged, loyalties were tested, and memes were used as verbal weapons. Reddit threads turned into digital war zones, and TikTok reactions multiplied faster than a viral cat video. No one could escape it. No one could ignore it. And the world collectively realized King Harris had broken the internet in a way no one saw coming. And the consequences didn't stop there. Relationships in the celebrity world were strained. Friendships were tested. Collaborations were reconsidered. People who once spoke casually now whispered carefully. Every move, every post, every story was watched, analyzed, and judged. Boosie and T.I, despite their differing approaches, became symbols of how explosive and unpredictable the modern celebrity ecosystem could be. But here's the punchline. The drama didn't hurt King Harris, it elevated him. Every meltdown, every subtweet, every meme made him more powerful in the court of public opinion. He had proven that influence isn't just about talent, it's about control. It's timing and knowing how to manipulate the chaotic beast that is the internet. He became the man pulling the strings, the puppet master behind a cultural earthquake, and the architect of a viral storm that nobody could stop. And even now, the story isn't finished. The internet is still buzzing. Fans are still debating. Memes are still circulating. Subtweets are still dropping like digital landmines. Boosie and T.I are still trending. And King Harris? He's probably planning his next move. Watching reactions like a general surveying a battlefield, fully aware that he's now a permanent force in pop culture. The long-term impact? Massive. Boosie's authenticity and fury will be remembered for years, inspiring memes, reactions, and viral hot takes for months. T.I.'s surgical precision in handling the chaos will become a case study in subtle, strategic celebrity clout. King Harris' rise to puppet master status proves that in today's world, the right clip at the right time can rewrite the rules of fame, influence, and scandal entirely. The moral of the story: never underestimate the power of a single leak, the volatility of celebrity egos, or the insatiable hunger of the internet. One video can ignite a cultural explosion, turning ordinary reactions into viral history and turning one kid into a mastermind who dictates the chaos. As the dust slowly settles, one thing is clear: the King Harris saga has changed the game. It has set a new standard for viral chaos, a blueprint for modern scandal, and a reminder that in 2025, attention is power and power is everything. And let's be honest, Boosie, T.I, and King Harris have just shown us how ridiculously entertaining chaos can be. All right, listen up, internet warriors. If you thought that King Harris video saga was wild, strap in, because here at Expose Express, the chaos never sleeps, and neither should your notifications. Smash that like button like it owes you money. And trust me, you want to be part of this madness, because the next scandal is already brewing behind the scenes. Comment below with your hot take. Who's really winning this battle? Boosie with his fiery no-filter meltdown, T.I with his calculated surgical subtweet strikes, or King Harris, the puppet master who just broke the internet and laughed all the way to viral glory? Don't just sit there, type it out, roast, cheer, predict, or just throw in a GIF that sums up your soul. We need your energy fueling this digital battlefield, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button like it's a panic button on a reality TV set. A panic button on a reality TV set. Because here at Expose Express, we serve the hottest leaks, the wildest celebrity chaos, and the juiciest scandals faster than your Wi-Fi can crash. Turn on that bell icon, because if you blink, you'll miss the next explosive drop. And trust me, you cannot afford to be left out. The world of celebrity drama is relentless, chaotic, and hilarious sand. We are your front row ticket to every meltdown, every viral clip, and every outrageous reaction. So buckle up, get involved, and join the madness. Because when King Harris-style chaos strikes again, you'll want to be ready. Remember the motto: if it's scandalous, outrageous, and impossible to look away, Expose Express is already on it. Smash type, subscribe, and stay tuned, because the next viral storm hits here first, and you don't want to miss it.